Okay, go ahead.
All right, I think enough people are here. We can go ahead and start the meeting. So let's call it to order. I don't believe there's any public comment. Is that correct, Michelle?
That's correct.
Okay. And then the next order would be the approval of the minutes. I looked through the minutes from the last meeting and everything seemed to be in order. So unless anybody has any corrections or issues, may I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion that we adopt the amendments. Minutes.
Okay, and then Karen Wang second. All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Shout out.
Aye. Aye.
All righty. We can go on to our reports, the health inspection reports. Are you going to cover that, Charlie?
Yep, I got it. Okay, we did 66
Saw that-
regular. Go ahead.
Okay, no, I just saw there was one, this in, I saw there was one thing in that she sent out last week, and then another thing that just came in today, but those were related to EMS, I guess, not
Yeah.
your department. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Okay, we did 66 regular inspections. We needed to do 18 rechecks. One business was closed down for 7 days due to extremely unsanitary conditions, but they are now reopened. We had 14 animal issues. Some of those were follow-ups for past issues, and some of them were new issues. And that's really about all I have at this point.
Okay, so nothing extraordinary that we need to talk about.
No.
Was it your department last time we talked about the issues with the open grillings on the sidewalk? Is that still as much of an issue?
Oh, yes, we did put out a media release in regards to that. It does seem to have calmed down a little bit, not to where we would like. We made it between us, we said after the media release, we were going to give a full 30 days to make sure things were circulated properly before we started heavier enforcement with notices of violation and citations. So I'm going to say at this point, from what we're seeing, maybe about 40% of the people paid attention and 60% are still violating.
All right, thank you.
Charlie, can I ask a question real quick? Mr. Moya asked if he sees someone after hours outside cooking, should he call the non-emergency police number?
Yes, the police would handle that type of thing after hours.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me. On this, okay, next topic then would be lead abatement. Jarrell, I think I saw that he's here. Yep. Anything to report on the lead abatement, Jarrell?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, great.
Very well.
Just an update on our program here. We have 23 completed federal units. And that, when I say federal, I mean that's our federal grant that the city has. 12 completed state units, same things. That's our state grant. And then we have 13 more units that are on various parts of the process waiting to be completed.
Oh, good.
All righty. I know you had said last time that you will be reapplying for the money that you were getting from the government. When does that application process happen? And do you have any idea of the likelihood you'll be able to continue to get the funds?
So my goal is to get an extension of our current grant for a year at least.
Oh, okay.
To try to make the units that were required because we were so backed and so behind. In that year, if another notice of funding opportunity comes available, then I'm going to push our city grant office to apply for it. Because at that point, I think we'll be at a better standing.
All righty. What determines whether we get the money? Is it need or how poor the city is or the city's finances in general? Or
so my understanding that they do HUD does it based on a rating system to determine what cities get the grant and what rates you per se is like how much money the city would match or your current grants, how it's operating, and a bunch of other stuff that I'm truly not familiar with.
okay. All righty. Then on to EMS. We had I don't know whether everybody saw this. There was a graph that just came out like minutes before the meeting started that just showed the number of transports. It looked like the number was pretty steady. It's just a little sawtooth pattern to it. Mr. Michael, do you have anything to report on specifically on the EMS stuff?
Can you hear me?
We can.
Barely.
Okay, how about now? A little bit better?
Little.
You're clear. The volume's just a little low. We can hear you.
Okay. Pretty much the only thing I wanted to add, and it was added to the city website, or it will be shortly, is around end of February, we had our billing company that handles our billing for ambulance calls had a data breach. And to prevent any kind of compromise of information, they shut down. So there's been some delays with billing and ambulance membership processing, but we're working with our new company to get that up and running. I'm hoping by like end of September, beginning of October, somewhere around there. So that's just wanted to pass that along. Other than that, we're, I mean, the calls are steady, and we are, like I said, going out to the county more. We're doing our best also when we run into the social service type issues, where we have more of like older folks that need more of like a social service and assistance. Doing our best to get that passed along more to Area Agency on Aging and San Crisis to try to help, make sure that no one is left behind or in, falling through the cracks. That's pretty much all I have at this point.
All right. On the subject of computer problems, data breaches, etc., do you know if any of the city, this is just a general question, was affected by the CrowdStrike nationwide problem like a week ago? No? I hadn't heard anything about it. I mean, I heard a lot about it, just not in the city. All right, the next order of business is health literacy program. I was kind of under the impression that either that maybe Dr. Brookins was coming or Caitlin, but she's not here. Do you know if they're expected, Shelley?
I was expecting Caitlin. I
Okay.
do not know why she's not here.
Okay, maybe she'll still show up. If she does, we'll come back to that. Otherwise, I don't know if there's anything we can talk about until they're there. All righty. And then on old business, we discussed last time the ambulance, ride-along demos. Where does that stand at the moment?
I apologize, like I said, for the delay in that. I was kind of hoping to, but we had our brand newest ambulance get into an accident about 3 weeks ago.
Oh no.
Oh,
When
my
it
gosh.
rained to pours. I'm still looking to get that in. It's just unfortunately with limited vehicles, trying to make sure that I can get all that started. But I apologize. We're hopefully to get that rolling before late.
Have people shown an interest in wanting to do that?
Yes.
Have you had any feedback so far? Think we get a lot of takers?
I'd say about 4 or 5, and again, it's hopefully we can get things going, and when the newest academy class of firefighters comes out, we could also showcase a little bit of what they're learning as well. We could try to get it all just so the the health board and the some of the city council can see what we're doing. National Night Out was canceled for tonight. It is on the 14th, Wednesday the 14th. So we'll have one of our ambulances on display there as well. And I'll be there. And if there's any questions you have, by all means, feel free to stop by, and we can show you some of the technology we have and what we can do.
All righty. Well, thank you. The next order of business is the subject of the Berks County Department of Health. Dr. Wang or Dr. Schwartz, do you know if there's anything active being done on that at the moment?
I mean, to my knowledge, the last I had heard was that commissioner's report that I had sent out, but again, nothing the rest of the summer, in terms of next step.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that,
haven't-
but okay.
I haven't heard
Okay.
anything beyond the commissioner.
Wasn't there something in the paper, in the general newspaper about that a while back, or the Berks County Record? I remember seeing it somewhere. Or maybe it was the thing that you sent out, Dr. Schwartz. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the last I've heard.
It was a newspaper write-up about the joint, like the report that was sent out, because Tower Health,
Okay.
St. Joe's each does their own, and then the county did a separate one themselves.
I remember reading something. Boy, it's starting to rain like the dickens here. The next order of old business, healthcare provider basic knowledge requirements. If you recall, last time somebody brought up the fact that somebody who's coming into a patient's home did not know CPR, I guess. And the question was, wouldn't you think that just about anybody, given any sort of, healthcare related stuff in a home, ought to know basic CPR? And I don't remember where we left that. Was there somebody who knew more about it, or I don't actually honestly remember where we left it. I remember talking about it and saying, geez, shucks, it seems like everybody ought to have some basic, knowledge.
I didn't want to bring that last time because, what I explained last time, the day of my mother-in-law was because that is the lady, she was taking care and she don't know CPR. So when I asked you, this lady, she explained to me that her company not teaching nobody about CPR. So I tried to get the name of the company from this lady, and the only thing she said, we there in Lancaster Avenue. So I don't know if it's a Genesis or not, but she said, we in Lancaster Avenue, but we are paid by the county, by the agency or something. So I believe the county pays her company to do this kind of, take care of the old people, because he said, yeah, my check coming not from the company, my check coming from the county. But she don't want to give me no more information. That all information she gave to me that there and companies in Lancaster Avenue already. So, but she said something
no
about
idea.
the Department of Agency or Age. Yeah, the Department of Agency. In Bell County, they won't pay her company. I say, I'm surprised that the county no offer CPR to your company. She said, no, we never have CPR, we never have nothing. We're not allowed to give you medication. I said, well, I understand that part that you're not allowed to give you medication to the people. But CPR is something different. You can save a life. And we leave it there because after that, she never communicated with me or nothing like that. That's what I know.
Yeah, I don't have any idea whether there's any governing body. I mean, professional and paraprofessional people, yes, but I have no idea if people will come into your home. This person who did not know the CPR that was in, what service was that person providing?
They take care for the old lady, taking them to the bathroom, giving shower, be there.
Oh, okay,
It's like a companion for old lady, like my mother-in-law, she can know what. So this lady had to bring her up to the bathroom, put her to sleep, cook for her, making sure she drinking her medicine. That's the kind of service that they provide.
All righty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how, except if we had an individual organization we could call and ask them, but I don't know that there's any way to put people's feet to the fire to say, hey, all your people ought to be checked out with basic CPR. Find that hard to believe that people would come in that capacity. I can see if you hired somebody coming in to do the laundry, maybe that's a little different.
No, they're supposed to take care of the old people. They're supposed to take care of, their physical handicap problems in their family.
All righty. Anybody have any other ideas of how to pursue that, or I don't know what to say about that. Doesn't seem right, but I'm not sure how to. Well, keep your ears to the ground on it. If for some reason, be interesting to talk to like social workers, people who set up those home services, and see what they would know. Huh?
Well, actually, just a
Alrighty.
question then, sorry, just a question. The people who, again, these home health agencies are licensed, I would imagine. Is there any way to check the license that there are requirements for their employees, or no?
Well, did this actually come from a bona fide home health agency? We don't know that, right?
Yeah, he coming from a home, care agency, because it's like a lot
It's-
of people, like when she was not there, she was travel, another person coming from the same agency and working with my mother-in-law. So, and she had one person take care of her from 7 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the second one coming from 3 to 11. So it's an agency sending the people because my mother-in-law had to say a paper, that way this person can get it paid by their company. Or so I know she don't want to give me really the name, she don't know, because she said, no, we are in Lancaster Avenue, but I get it paid by the county. That's what she said to me, but after that,
Well, yeah, you can't very well go to the individual, but if you could, there's some way you can get a name of the agency who sent her to your house. I mean, I'd be willing to make a phone call, just say, hey, what's your policy? And
see, my
I don't know if it's a hospital. Pardon?
My consideration is not about what happened to my mother-in-law, because that happens, it's not resolved there. My consideration is that I don't want that to happen to another family. I don't want that to happen to another,
Right.
or
Sure.
person. So that's what I try to see how we can check it out, or what form we can use it to make sure that these companies train their people. Because my mother-in-law, sorry, she's already there, there's nothing I can do about her, but she I can prevent for somebody else to die that way, that's good.
Dr. Wang, do you have any in-house social service workers at the community health center? And do they set up people to come into the home? Would they have any knowledge on, the name of agencies and who they generally use? Do you think they'd have any insight as to how to investigate or look into that?
I'm sorry, over there in Frankie Street, between Chestnut and 6th Street, between Chestnut and Frankie Street, is a building for all people over there. In the bottom is an office. That is where they work in the social work. I know the social work that worked with my mother-in-law, her name was Maria. I know really. But I know my wife had to go into that building to fill it out paper for my mother-in-law. That way she can receive the help. They make it the deal between the person that send the paper with the companies go come and take care of your parents. And I remember what there in that building, and 6th Street between Chestnuts and Frankie's, old building where old people live. And the barrister office over there, is cancer people and stuff like that. And they're the one putting the program together to see how many hours a person is going to receive, or how many hours the workers will come in to take care of the parents.
So do I understand that you're saying there was a social worker who's permanently in that high-rise senior citizen building, and she's the one who set up these services?
Yeah, for my mother-in-law, different social workers over there, but for my mother-in-law, that lady Maria, she's the one take care. So they're the one putting together the package. I call the packages with the companies that they're going to come and take care of the parents. Because my wife had to go over there a couple of times, taking my mother-in-law paper, take it there and sign papers. That way my mother-in-law can receive the help.
Okay. Well, I guess if you can get a phone number or somebody of the social worker, we could call them and just ask them, hey, when you set people up to come into the home, or are these people required to have any, just talk to them about what happened, see what they would know. I don't know.
Yeah, I go back into, I come by, go walk over there and see what I can find about.
Yeah, that'd be good. If you do, just pass it on to Shelley, and she can get, she can talk to me before the next meeting or something. I'd be happy to call them. All right, good. All right, and the other old business, we had talked a little bit about the street sweeper program and the fact that sometimes they run the trucks without water. Wasn't clear why that was. but that when they don't use the water, it kicks up a lot of dust, and there's some question whether some of that is not good for our health. And I think there was, on the last meeting, didn't we talk about somebody who was involved with that? We were going to try to see if they wanted to come to a meeting about it, or let me look back here a second. Anybody have any? Yeah. Yeah, who was Ms. Ayers Fisher? That was somebody that I guess
Bethany
you've
Ayers
spoken-
Fisher, she's the city sustainability manager, I believe is her
Okay.
title. But Michelle talked about that she's the, I don't know, note taker. You know,
Oh, that's okay. Yes, you were involved with those discussions.
for that one, as for that committee as well. There's a separate committee, and we left it off with possibly having a meeting in the future where both committees like meet together regarding the sustainability and
How
health
about the
stuff.
Environmental Advisory Council? I
Yes,
forgot
yes,
all
that's
about
what,
that.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Well, was it proposal for us to meet with them, or for those two other organizations to meet with each other?
No, for us to meet with, so Bethany Ayers Fisher is the sustainability manager, but she sits on the environmental
The
committee that
EAC.
Shelley, right, that Shelley just said. The proposal was to try to get something together between the Board of Health and the EAC and just sit down and have a conversation.
All right, or if we had a member of that group, just, log in next time.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't remember that we ever had a clear explanation for why they didn't have the water, whether it was, I remember they said it was possibly driver error. All right, well, if we talk to them, we can get to the bottom of all that. I don't know how big a health problem it really is in the grand scheme of things, but who knows? All right, I think that any other old business? Is there any new business that anybody would like to discuss?
I just wanted to say that it's National Health Center Week this week, and there is a back to school resource fair on the 16th on Penn Street. So I don't know if it applies to any of us, so we could go there, but, and also there's a fundraiser at Anthony's Coal-Fired Pizza on, Thursday, the 8th, from 11A to 9P.
For Berks Community Health Center, yeah, we're celebrating Health Center Week with, it was supposed to be a nice health fair event right now at Oak Brook, but it's moved indoors, and again on Saturday at Penn Street, and then that fundraiser for our organizations, just all as, a compilation of things going on for Health Center Week. So that's
nice.
a national holiday if it wasn't on your calendar.
Oh, really?
I'll give a quick commercial as well. Then I'm intimately involved with the Reading Education Foundation, and there is a fundraising meet and greet, kind of at Municipal Stadium on September 10th. Tickets are $30. You get all the stadium food and beer and whatnot, and it's really more like an RHS reunion for those of you who might have been an RHS grad. Bob and his wife come every year, and it's actually a really good time. It's real nice. So Kathy's been out there. So if anybody needs any tickets or wants to know any more, I'll let you know. I'll send the information to Shelley too. All righty. Okay. Well, then I guess we can wrap it up. Can I have the next meeting? I suppose we can just keep on track for, let's see, what month are we in now? September, October, November.
It's October 1st.
Will that fall? Is that going to fall? Oh, yeah, no, it'll be in October. I was going to ask if it was going to fall on election day, but no, we're only in October.
No, we're good.
Yeah, right. So the first Tuesday in October, whatever day that is, I guess we'll figure on that unless we hear otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Okay, then can I have a motion for adjournment?
Make a
Make
motion
to
for
adjourn.
adjournment.
All right, we got two with Jordan and Bob. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Stay safe.
Okay.
Looks like it's starting to rain. Hope we
Sounds
don't
good.
lose our power.